from Accommodations Department. I shall take you through a practical session based on stain removal. A little bit of introduction. In the hospitality industry, linen is one of the most important things that the guest comes in contact with directly. Hence, it is very important to maintain a clean and a stain-free linen. At the same time, it becomes one of the major challenges for the housekeeper to keep a stain-free linen. So what is definitely a stain? A stain is any kind of a discoloration on the linen which happens when the linen comes in contact with a foreign body and it becomes difficult to remove that stain. However, each stain has different characteristics, so it should be dealt with separately. In today's session, we shall see step by step the guidelines and the procedure to remove the specific stain. The first step here is identification of the stain. So how can we identify a particular stain? Stains can be identified in three ways. The first way to identify a stain is with the help of the color of the stain. As you can see here, a red color stain can be because of the ketchup, it can be because of the gravy, or it can be because of any red color medicine. So color can help identify a stain. Similarly, if it's a blue color, it can be because of the ink, or if it is in yellow color, it can be because of a gravy or a turmeric stain. So first step to identify is with the help of the color. The second way that you can identify a stain is with the help of the texture. So you can feel the fabric, and if the fabric is hard to feel, that means it can be because of something which has got coagulated on the surface of the fabric. Now this stain is hard to feel, it can be because of the egg stain. Similarly, there are some stains which are soft to feel. Now this particular stain is very soft to feel. It can be because of a grease or an oil. Another way of handling it or identifying it is with the help of a texture. Now this particular is a very coarser texture. This is because of the paint which is dried on the surface of the linen. So once color, second the texture, it can help you to identify the stain. The third way to identify the stain is with the help of the odor. So the stains can be smelt with. So if I smelt this particular fabric, I can identify that this stain is a curry stain, okay, because of the specific odor or the specific characteristics. So these are the three ways that stains can be identified. Just to revise quickly, it can be identified with the help of color, with the help of a texture or a feel, and also with the help of an odor. Once we have identified the stain, now we can classify the stains as follows. The first classification is based on an animal stain. Animal stains are caused because of the animal products such as blood, milk, egg, etc. Now this is an egg stain. Again, when you look at the texture, it is a hard to feel at. The second category is a vegetable stain. These are caused because of the plant product. So here is an example of a stain caused because of the ketchup. This is a stain which is caused because of a tea. So tea, coffee stains, vegetable stains are examples given in this category. The next category is a grease stain. These stains are caused because of the oil, butter or ghee. This is an oil stain. Again, the feel of this stain is a very soft in nature. Another example under the same is an oil paint stain. Again, this is a type of an oil stain or a grease stain. The next in the category is a mineral stain. Mineral stains are caused because of the writing ink or rust stains, so on. So this particular stain which you are very familiar with is an ink stain. There are different other types of stain which fall under acidic stain. Acidic stains example could be vinegar, and the next category in this is an alkaline stain. urination and perspiration stains are caused and they fall under alkaline stain. The last category is natural dye. Stains which are caused because of henna, chocolate, etc. will fall under the natural dye stain. Once we have identified the stain and try to classify them, we will now move on to the step-by-step procedure for stain removal. So I have a known stain over here. I will show you the step-by-step procedure to remove this particular stain. You can see there is a bowl of normal water over here. I also have some hot water with detergent and I also have a bleach over here. I will show you the procedure step by step. So I shall take the stain and dip it in the cold water or a normal water first and try to remove it. As you can see, you will have to dip it for a few seconds or some time for it to get loose enough. I can feel that this stain needs further treatment, so I will try and dip it in the hot water which also has some detergent into it. So after dipping it for a few minutes now, I will try and rub it. Always remember to wear protective gloves while you are reacting with any kind of agents, and also while you are treating them, make sure that the surface where you are using it, the reagent should not react with them. So it can be a glass surface or a stone surface that you can use so that there is no reaction onto it. You can see, students, now the stain has little bit loosened up, it has lightened and further, but it has not gone completely. So how do I remove this stain further? I can use this bleach, okay, which can be typically used on not colorful clothes but white clothes. So I am trying to add some bleach over here. Once I add the bleach, again I am trying to rub it on the particular part where I have a stain. You can see now the stain is almost getting removed completely from the surface of the cloth. However, you can see that very well. However, it is important that you also clean the reagents that you have used on the material. So I am again going to be dipping it in a detergent solution and then back in the normal water so that the entire detergent, the soap and the bleach that I have used on this particular cloth or a piece of linen gets removed. So I am trying to dip it completely. You can see that the stain has been removed. Also, I have removed the reagent from the fabric. This particular stain then can be, the fabric can then be dried and ironed.